Thank you.
All right, today, boys and girls, we're going to do Unit 6, Lesson 2. And let me raise my camera up so that y'all can see my beautiful face, even though you may not think so.
I'm still.
Yeah, I'm going to put the shield on. All right, today, boys and girls, we're going to do Unit 6, Lesson 2. Today, in our lesson, we're going to start with a brief introduction. That means I'm going to preview it with you of consonant clusters. So I'm really excited about that because that's really going to kick off our reading. Okay. Also, we're going to be reviewing our letter sounds, and we're going to do something really special today with chaining that I believe that you are going to like.
My brother got those.
You did? He did? Okay, awesome. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and review. And I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to put it in presentation mode. Actually, I will because it'll be harder for our online to see it. But I'll just go out of presentation mode.
Why does he like that?
Okay? All right, let's warm up and we are going to blend. Okay, so repeat after me. O, E, G. Leg, good. O, A, G. Fabulous. L, A, G. Clog, good. Clog. How many sounds did that one have? 4. Good. All right, here we go. L, A, clot. Good. Clot. All right, next one. L, A, clots. Good. Clot. Good. Levi, I'm going to need you to pay attention and put that away, please. Thank you. All right, here we go. Next one. E. Tree. Good. Tree. How many sounds did that have? 3. Good. L. E. Leaves. Leaves. These will get easier. These will get easier. But we've got to keep listening to those sounds and kind of do them quickly. Because if we do them slow, it's harder to hear them and harder to blend them, right? All right, let's do another one. W. I. G. Close to wig. Twig. Good. Don't forget that first sound. All right, next one. B. A. Branch. Good. Let's do branch again. B. A. Branch. Good. Next one. Now you got to listen. You got to listen close because this is one with 5 sounds. And it's harder to do 5 sounds, isn't it? So listen close. Trunk. Good. Trunk. Excellent. Yeah, it's harder to hear those when they're longer. Okay? And as we do it more and more, I promise it will get easier. Okay? All right, let's move it on. Let's review our sounds. Today, instead of doing our chants, let's just do the sounds so that we can run right through it, okay? All right, let me get my pointer so that I can point so I'm not in anybody's way. Here. How about we'll do, you know how we do the vowels? Okay? We'll do our letters like that. So the first one will be good. Be careful. Good. All right, next one. Good, excellent. Okay, you guys can sit down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, yesterday we talked about not only do our letters sound, not only do our sounds, or our letter sounds have sounds, they also have what? Names. They also have names. So the first time, let's say the names of the letters. And then after we say the names of the letters, then we'll do our ABC song like we did yesterday. Okay? A,
B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M,
N,
O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X,
Y,
Z.
Z. Good. All right, y'all ready to sing it? Remember, when we get over here to L, we go L, M, N, O, P. Okay, remember that? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And do you remember my version? Now I never will forget how to say my alphabet. I just like my version because it's different, right? Yeah. We know that we have different versions. Okay. So today, boys and girls, we are going to do something a little different. Okay. We are going to do chaining. But this time, instead of Miss Smith doing all the chaining, you're going to help me do all the chaining. Okay? Now, my in-class people, give me one moment because I need to talk to my online people. Okay? Online people, in your take-home packets, you should have had a chaining folder. Okay? A chaining folder. Now, in your chaining folder, there are letters. Before you begin this activity, I need you to get these letters organized in your chaining folder. So, you're going to need all of the vowels, and the vowels are going to go at the top, always. And then down here at the bottom, you're going to need these consonants. So, you're going to need T, D, F, S, P, L, R. if you need to pause my video to get your chaining folder ready, you may do so now. And I'm actually going to pause ours so I can talk a little bit about these. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start chaining, okay? Online people, I've already explained this to my class, but we're always going to start at the green, and then we're going to end at the red, because when we read from left to right. Good. And when we write words, we write from to right. Excellent. Okay. Y'all ready for the first word?
Yes.
All right. So the first word I want you to make is the word sit. Now, you may be like, well, I don't know how to make sit. Well, can you sound it out?
Yes.
So the sounds that we hear in sit are s, sit. So it, sit. Good. And so the way we're going to spell it is how. Oh, I thought she said. Oh, I know why. Because I have to be not in presentation. Okay, so. Well, it's not All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to write it on the board. Maybe I can figure out. I've already looked at technology. That's okay. We're gonna figure it out. We'll just revise here. Okay. So the way we spell sit is how. It. Now, should you have that on your chaining chart or on your chaining board?
Yes.
Yes. I want you to go ahead and make that word now if you've not already made it. I need you to please be quiet. All right, now we're going to take sit and we're going to change it to sat. Before we change anything, let's do the sounds that we hear in sat. Now, is the first sound the same as sit? Yes. Is the second sound the same as sit? No. What sound do we need to change that to? So go ahead and take your it away, and you're going to change it to what? Now we have made the word what? Sat. Good. Sat. All right, now we're going to take sat and we're going to change it to sat. Let's do the sounds in sat. Here we go. At. Sat. Good. Now, is the first sound in sat the same as sit? Yes. What about the middle sound? Yes. At. And what about the last sound? No. The last sound in sat is p, and we're going to change it to a t. Good. So go ahead and do that. I still couldn't get my board to work. So I'm revamping and just having to write it on the board. But that's good. All right. So, boys and girls, I'm going to pause right here for a minute. We're going to start doing consonant clusters. And this right here activity is just a preview of consonant clusters. Now, we know what consonants are, right? Anything that's not a vowel. And when I think of a cluster, do you of more than one thing together?
Yeah.
Yeah, a cluster. Okay? But if I say a consonant cluster, what am I putting together?
About.
Consonants. Good. That's why it's called a consonant cluster. When you are spelling words or reading words, sometimes words do not start with one consonant. Sometimes they start with two consonants. And that is why they are called a consonant cluster. Now, listen to this word. Slapped. Everybody say slapped. Slap. Good. Let's do the sounds in slapped. O, at, slapped. Good. Did you hear the first two sounds in slapped? What is it? Oh, good. What am I going to need to change in sat to make it slat? We are going to have to put an L, aren't we? Where are we going to have to put that L?
In the middle. Beside the S.
Beside of the S. Are we going to take any letters away? No, we're not going to take any letters away. We are only going to add the O between the S and the A. So now we have the word what? Select. Let's sound it out since it's on our board. Are you ready? Oh, at, select. Good. Now, this S and O is a consonant what? Cluster. A consonant cluster. Excellent. All right, let's listen to another word. This other word is going to have a different consonant cluster. Okay? This word is the word spat. Can you say spat? Spat. Good. Let's do the sounds that we hear in spat. Are you ready? Yes. Spat. Good. So we are hearing at, spat. Good. What do we need to change in slat to make it spat? O, the O. And what do we need to change it to? Excellent. So I'm going to take this O and I'm going to change it to a what? Now, let's sound out this word. Here we go. At, spat. Good. Now, you should have this on your chaining board. Everybody should have spat on your chaining board. Okay? Who can tell me the consonant cluster in spat? Yes, yes, yes. Tell me that again. Sat. Is it just one letter or two? Two. Remember, I said it is a consonant cluster. So, is our consonant cluster. Am I right? Yes. Okay. Now, we're going to take the word spat and we're going to change it to spot. Now, before you do anything, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Before we do anything, this is what I want us to do. I said the word was spot. Everybody say spot. Now, look at this word. If I sound out spot and touch each letter in spat, I can find out which letter I need to change. Let's sound out the word spot. Are you ready? Spot. Spot. Good. What do I need to change in spat to make it spot? The I. Right. And what am I going to change the I to? Excellent. Good. All right. Go ahead and change your I to an ah.
What is the line for?
Luke, that's a great question. I'm glad you brought that up. Do you guys see the lines at the bottom of your letters? Look at your letters.
Yes.
Okay, do you see the line at the bottom? Every time that you see a line at the bottom, that means the letter is going to go this way. That line needs to always stay at the bottom. If you were to have it at the top, it would be D. But we're not even using the D right now. We've got it in our chaining chart, but we're not using it. But do you see how the D has the line at the bottom, right? And if I were to turn it over where the line was at the top, what would that be? So we need to make sure that our line stays at the bottom. Good. That was a great question, Luke, and I should have answered that before we began. But that's okay. Now is as good of a time as any. All right, now we're going to take spot and we're going to change it to slot. Everybody say slot. Slot. Good. Now, let's point to our letters and do the sounds in slot. Are you ready? O, ah, slot. What do I need to change in spot to make it slot? Oh, excuse me. I caught on somebody. Right. We need to change the P to the O. Good. All right. I want you to go ahead and do that. O. Where's O? Ah. All right, good. So let's blend this word to make sure that we made it into slot. Here we go. O. Slot. Good. What two letters is our consonant cluster here? Oh, good. These are our consonant clusters. Excellent. All right, let's take slot, and this is gonna be our last one. Okay. Let's take slot, and we're going to change it to slit. Slit. So let's touch our letters and figure out which one we need to change. You ready? O, it, slit. we need egg or egg? Egg. Good. All right. So we're going to change the to an egg. Good. Everybody go ahead and change yours to an egg. Now, we should have the word what? Slit. Good. Slit. All right, let's sound it out to make sure we have the word slit. Are you ready? Oh, it slit. Good. All right, boys and girls, this is what I want you to do. I want you to put your letters back in to your chaining pockets in the order that they were in. So all of the t should go with the t. All of the d should go with the d. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? All right, go ahead and do that. Online people, I'm going to pause you for a minute until my next thing. All right, boys and girls, we're going to go ahead and move on to our reading part. Today, Ms. Smith's going to be reading the story to you, but pretty soon, you guys are going to get a Skill 6 reader, and you guys are going to start reading it. I know you're excited about that, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, before we begin, let's go ahead and review our vocabulary for this story. Okay. This word you're going to see in the story. Let's sound it out. Hid. Hid. Good. Hid means to keep from view. So the dog hid under the bed. Do you see that? Hid. Hid. How many of you have ever hid from something? I bet when you play hide and seek, you hide. You hide. Yeah, you hide. Now the word hid is actually the past tense of hide, meaning you've already done it. Okay? So if you were playing hide and seek, you hid from the person who was trying to find you, right? You already did it. It already happened. All right, here we go. Reading lesson. So we're going to start out with our big book today. And this is our big book. Really quickly, let's review the parts of the big book. What is this?
The cover.
The cover. What do you find on the cover?
The title.
The title. Excellent. And the title of this book is Hid. Good. Now, if I open my book, what is this page called?
The title page.
The title page. And what can I find on the title page? The title. And oftentimes on the title page, you will find the author. For instance, let me show you an example. So, we have the cover, and then we have the title page. On the title page, there's the title and the author and the illustrator. However, for this big book, we do not have an author or an illustrator because it was made by our curriculum. Okay? All right. Then we're going to turn over to this page. Who remembers the title of this page? What do we call this page? There is numbers on it. Yeah, good.
The number table.
The number table. Close. We're also close.
The word.
Good. You guys got some good guesses. Okay. This is called the table of contents. Can you say that?
The table of contents.
The table of contents. And on the table of contents, we're going to find the names of the stories that are in it on?
11.
11, that's right. So I need to look at my page numbers to find out where the number 11 is, right? Okay, so that is 1. Well, I skipped a few pages because I know it's not 1, right? And I know it's a few more numbers than 1, right? So I skipped a few. This is 7, 9, and what? 11. That's right, 11. Now, we're going to read about Kit and Stan. Look at the picture on this page. What do we see on this picture? Her. And who is her? Kit. What else do we see on this page, Brooklyn?
The boy.
Ooh, the boy. Who do you think the boy might be? John?
Uncle named John.
You do? Who do you think it might be? Now, so they might be playing hide and seek, you're right. Now, if the title of this story is Kit and Stan, who do you think this boy might be? Stan. Is that a good prediction? Yes. And remember, a prediction means a guess. We don't know for sure, do we? No. We've got to read and find out, don't we? Yes. Okay. Now, as we are reading the story, I want you to pay special attention so that you can tell me what game they think Kit and Stan are playing. Okay? So that's what I want you to pay attention to as we're reading this. What game is Kit and Stan playing? Well, have we read it yet? No, but that is a good prediction, isn't it? Isn't that a good guess? Yeah, and we can take our knowledge that we already know to make that prediction, right? All right. So are you ready? All right. As I am reading, what should my finger be doing? Touching what? Touching the words. That's right. When I touch the words, it helps me keep my place, right? And if I'm not touching the words, it's harder to keep my place. Am I right? Yes. Okay. Kit ran and hid. Look at the end of my sentence. What is that? A period. Look at the beginning of my sentence. What is that? I bet you guys don't know this. This is called an uppercase letter. And we always start our sentences out with an uppercase letter. Okay? All right. So, Kit ran and hid. Is that what the picture is? Yes. Okay. Stan ran and got Kit.
That's Stan, the boy. Stan.
Was our prediction correct about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's happening here?
He found her.
Did he find her?
No. I didn't.
Yes, she went and hid, didn't she?
Yeah.
attention to the story so you can tell me what game they think Kit and Stan are playing? Do you remember that? What game were they playing? Hide and seek. Good. Okay, I've got some more questions. Raise your hand to answer these, okay? Who is the main characters in the story? Kit and Stan. Now, let's try to remember to answer in a sentence. I forgot that. So, the answer to that question would be the main characters are Kit and Stan. Okay? What are the two settings in the story? What are the two settings in the story? Okay. I love how you started that sentence. Remember, setting is the place that it happens, right? The setting is where they are at. So, what were the two settings in the story?
In the house and outside.
Good. Now, can you put that in a sentence for me?
Setting is in the house and outside.
Good. Yes, that is exactly right because we had two settings in the story, right? Okay. Where did Kit hide? Oh, sentence. Kit hid behind the chair. Excellent. Good. Where did Stan hide? Ooh.
Stan hid behind the tree.
Good job. I love these sentences, don't you?
They are doing great.
Yes. Did Kit and Stan have fun?
Yes.
In a sentence. Yes.
Kit and Stan have fun.
I love it. That is awesome. You guys are doing so good. Excellent. So today, boys and girls, we read a story about Kit and Stan. We also learned about a period and about a capital letter at the beginning of a sentence. Earlier in our lesson, we talked about letter names, and we also talked about consonant clusters, and we did some chaining on our own, right? Okay. For your assignment today, what you are going to be doing in your skills practice book is you are going to turn to page 2.1. Now, my in-class people, I need you to just wait on me, okay? 2.1. In 2.1, you are going to write each word under the matching picture. Now, guess what these words have in them?
Capital.
Consonant clusters. No more are there three letters. There are how many? Four. You're exactly right. There is a front and there is a back. Also, yesterday, which tricky word did we talk about? I. You are going to write I, and you're going to read